Hello and welcome to the opening stage of the Women's UAE Tour 2025. The third round of the Women's World Tour comes to the United Arab Emirates, with all the big names here taking to the start for the first stage of racing at this four-stage race for 2025. We began in the Dubai Police Officers Club for 149 kilometres of almost pan-flat racing out into the desert, and then coming back into Dubai, finishing at the Dubai Harbour after 149 kilometres of racing. Two intermediate sprints along the way to contest with, and the race was characterised by this three-rider breakaway, initiated by Linda Laporta of the B-Pink squad, followed by Sylvie Swinkels of the Roland team and Christina Tonetti of La Soudal-QuickStep. They had a huge gap on the peloton, over 8 minutes with less than 90 kilometres to go, as we waited to see who would be the first team to respond and try and bring this breakaway back. The gap going up to almost 9 minutes at one point, but we did get some teams getting themselves organised at the front of the race, as we were expecting a big showdown of the sprinters today. This was one of our intermediate sprints, the second of two. And it was Christina Tonetti who took maximum available points and seconds on the line, from Sylvie Swinkels in second and Linda Laporta in third. This was our breakaway trio, who then got themselves back together to continue working together for the rest of the stage. Back with the peloton, the bunch were bringing the breakaway back gradually, but a huge crash with 52 kilometres to go brought down about half of the peloton. So many big names, most teams with riders down here. A lot of riders taking a long time to get their bikes or to get back up and back into the bike race. Unfortunately, one rider was forced to withdraw as a result of this crash. That was Letizia Paternoster of the Liv Alula Jaco squad. Crash moving right across the road there, with most riders in the second half of the peloton affected by that. A lot of riders taking a long time to get themselves back up on the bike, but the pace in the peloton was fairly relaxed. A lot of riders policing the front of the peloton, making sure their teammates were able to get back on, so no real panic from behind. But a few chase groups did form on this completely flat, straight piece of road, with plenty of opportunity to see the bunch ahead of you and the cars of the convoy. Back with the head of the race, the breakaway pushed on. Swinkels for the Roland team on the front, followed by Laporta and Tonetti, try to maintain their lead over the peloton, who was bearing down on them very, very quickly. The lead's coming down to under 2 minutes as we approach 25k to go, and all eyes were on SD Worx Pro Time and Lorena Wiebes as the big favourite to repeat her win from 2024 here in the Dubai Harbour. Sylvie Swinkels used an opportunity of a slight motorway bridge to launch an attack in the final 10k. She took with her Christina Tonetti, and the two of them went solo, with Linda Laporta being swept up by the peloton. But with 3k to go, that attack was finally over, and our remaining duo from our breakaway was swept up by the peloton as we approached the finale of the race. A largely untechnical finish to come, but one corner coming at 750 metres to go. We went from a very wide road to a very narrow road, and it was Human Powers Health who initially led around that corner. The SD Worx Pro Time timing things to absolute perfection as we came down the finishing straight. They were in charge, with still two riders ahead of Lorena Wiebes in that white European Champions jersey, poised and ready to launch her sprint exactly when she wanted to. There was a crash behind on the finishing straight, but not affecting our riders at the front. And the Wiebes goes. Charlotte Kool comes up on the other side of the road, but never quite gets on terms with Lorena Wiebes. And it is a clear victory for the Dutchwoman. Plenty of time to celebrate her 94th professional career victory, as she closes in on that magical 100 number that she will be aiming for in this 2025 season. Celebrations all round for SD Worx Pro Time, and we can see on the overhead shot here Charlotte Kool getting on terms with Wiebes initially, but Wiebes having far more gas at the end, and Kool finishing in second. Another Dutch rider, 20-year-old Nienke Veenhoven for Team Visma Lisa Bike, took the third place on the line. and at just 20 years old would also take the young riders jersey. Information of the top 10 there. Wiebes in the win with Kuhl in second, Veenhoven in third. Time bonuses on the line also meant Lorena Wiebes now takes the red leaders jersey into stage 2 tomorrow.